because of the poor thermal management of the battery system. So while you are running your Ola in a sports mode, so the motor starts draining the battery in a very fast manner. It will completely drain of the battery. The rate of discharge, the rate of discharge when you are running an electric vehicle in a sports mode will be very when compared to that of a normal mode. So when the electron flow is taking place in a rapid way from this battery, lot of heat will be generated. If that heat is not properly dissipated, what will happen? Overheating will lead to the damage or burning. So beyond the limits, whenever you are doing it, so burning will take place, explosion will take place, because lithium-ion batteries are highly explosive in nature. So that is the reason why you can see the solar scooter is getting burned. And not only limited to this, and this is you see the air conditioner. So as we humans, we are all spoiling the environment. So using air conditioner is nothing but it's a vicious circle. If suppose take a small town or village, if 2 people or 5 people, 5 houses are using the air conditioners, so that will add more heat into the village, and because of that few more people will buy the air conditioners. Because of that some more heat will be added into the village. Like that, if you keep on adding the ACs means you are keep on adding the heat to the environment. So if you go to some big cities even nowadays, the house will be a small hut, but it will be fitted with an air conditioner. Majorly if you go to Bandra, Mumbai and some other places, so it will be a metal sheets house. Regular shed under but it will be fitted with an AC. So nowadays it has become like AC is not a luxury anymore. It has become a necessity. So we have made AC from a luxury mode to necessity mode because of all our mistakes. So we are increasing the global warming temperature year by year, and regarding temperatures we are meeting every summer and adding more ACs and generating more heat. And again we are claiming that environment is getting spoiled.
Yesterday, Vikas was there claimed that while it is raining outside, inside the AC will be running. Like that it is changing.
So, and we even reached a stage that ACs can't able to run at 48 degrees centigrade or 50 degrees centigrade outside. Even though you switch on the AC, it will not generate any cooling. So, to that level we have reached. So, there is a saying in HVAC, the best HVAC designer is designs a house without the need of AC. Without the need of AC. So without having an AC, you should design a house. That is what the best HVAC design, right? But what we are doing in our olden days, what we are usually doing is we will be having the ventilators at the top. Now nobody is the ventilators completely closed, right? We used to have the ventilators at the top of the wall, so just below the ceiling. So because of that, whatever the hot air that is rising up because of the less density, it used to flow through the ventilators, and the natural circulation of air from outside to inside will be there. So inside room temperatures will be maintained properly. But in the name of false ceiling, what we are doing is we are closing all the ventilators, and we are all closing all the doors, and we are closing all the windows. Where should the hot air should go? And if you observe clearly, in olden days, every wall is made up of at least 2 feet thick. 2 feet thick, outer walls and even inner walls. But in the name of space utilization and all, hardly 4 inches or 9 inches thick wall we are constructing. So if 2-inch wall is constructed, outer walls, so irrespective of the season, inside temperatures will be maintained very constant. That was proven scientifically. So if you go to any of your villages, your grandparents' houses, the wall thickness will be at least 2 feet. No needs of separate cupboards. The cupboard can be within the wall itself. So that much thick will be the wall. So because of that, in summer it will be cool, and in winter it will be hot inside. So there is no need of AC. The people lived like that for thousands of years. But now we can't even stay without AC for 1 hour. So that is the situation. Because of the industrialization within this 180-200 years, we spoiled the environment to that extent, and we are completely squeezing all the energy and resources of the earth. So this example shows clearly how badly the heat is affecting the air conditioning system, how much temperatures that are put on this AC. That is one more. This you are all aware. So if the batteries are getting overheated and if the micro channels that are there in the circuit or battery thermal management system is not working properly, so definitely there will be a blast. And here also if you see, for every circuit board there will be micro channels, small channels, micro channels will be 0.01 mm like that, small micro channels will be there. Through that micro channels, fluids will be flowing. So these fluids will be continuously carrying away the heat generated by the circuit boards and they will be radiating that heat to the outside through the fans and fins. If this micro channel heat sink or if your cell phone is getting overheated and if you go to the service center, sometimes you might have observed that the sink has gone, sir. The service people will say the heat sink has spoiled. What is that heat sink means? For every electrons that are flowing to the circuit, they generate heat. To take away the heat, through the circuit board there will be small micro channels will be there. Through that, the micro channel, fluids will be flowing. Usually we use water or some other nano fluids we will use. That fluids will be continuously taking away the heat and they will be helping to keep the circuit board temperature at the required level. If they are getting overheated means definitely there will be burnout. Right? So for all these systems, in order to make your mobile phones more efficient, in order to make your laptops more efficient, in order to make your computers more efficient, in order to make your air conditioners more efficient, in order to increase the range of your electric vehicles, in order to increase the power output or torque output of your vehicles, for all these things we need proper thermal management. So whatever the materials that we are having nowadays, so they are not sufficient enough to improve all these things further. So definitely we have to go for some other new smart materials. So that is what we are discussing here. So majorly motivation and challenges for why we are looking for various thermal management smart materials. First we will discuss about material, why we are being called it as smart we will discuss, okay. So majorly why matters means battery. In order to increase the battery lifetime, nowadays if you just purchase a Ola scooter, they are giving 1 lakh kilometers or 8 years or 5 years of duration, warranty. That is because of the operating conditions. But if better thermal management is achieved, then that lifetime of the battery can be enhanced to 15 years or 20 years or 2 lakh kilometers or 3 lakh kilometers like that. So for a better battery management and increase its lifetime and increase its safety without being burned on the road, so we need better thermal management and better substances. And to increase its range and highly temperature dependent, for all these purposes we need new materials which can deal with these things. Next, power electronics, efficiency, reliability and degrade with heat. So most of the electronic circuit boards, so because of these temperatures that are rising, because of the usage of these things, so over a period of time they will slow down. The processing capabilities will slow down. You might have experienced the same. After 2 years or 3 years of usage, your mobile will become slow. Right? It won't open the profiles very quickly, or even for a camera also it won't open quickly. This is not because that some people are operating outside and they are intentionally making your software to run slow to sell new phone. That is not correct. That might be they are doing it, but at the same time, because of the continuous usage of the circuit boards, so what is happening is, so they are getting decay. The circuits are getting decay because of the continuous, they are continuously exposing to the heat. They are continuously exposing to the high temperatures. So this, in order to increase their efficiency and in order to increase their reliability and improve their lifespan also, we need better materials. And cabin comfort, as I said, energy cost. So nowadays, as I said, everybody using air conditioners. For every air conditioner, you have to give electricity as an input. So in order to get that electricity, we have to burn coal somewhere. Again, we are generating some pollution. So instead of that, we can have some of the materials which can absorb the heat whenever the high heats are available and release the heat whenever the temperatures are low. Like that, without using any electricity also, we can provide comfort conditions to the people. Such type of materials are also there. So for all these purposes, these are all the motivations or challenges that making the researchers to work towards smart materials. Okay, and majorly the key challenges is variable ambient conditions. Yes, there are some challenges. Even though if we find out some of these substances, how much how much to how much extent we can depend on them. So that is what is one of the major concerns. Variable loads and ambient conditions is one thing. Space, weight, package constraints. So this, see the, look at the AC. This is this much big, right? Can we make it more compact to provide the air conditioning to the same room, the same number of people sitting inside? So yes, possible. So if you come up with a better refrigerants, if you come up with a better materials, it is possible. It was much bigger, but they are making it much compact nowadays. Further also, in order to save space, in order to reduce the weight, in order to save the packing constraints, so there is a need for looking for the smart materials and need for high reliability and safety. So we have to rely on them. We cannot simply say that most of the times in newspaper